Hello everyone and welcome to Internet News, the only news source that will be stories behind what it's reporting. I'm your host Barbara Bolton, and our top story tonight is Captain America's Instagram catastrophe. Sometime on Sunday, September 13th, Chris Evans, the actor best known for playing Marvel's most patriotic superhero, accidentally revealed a little too much of himself while posting on his Instagram story. We're now going to our reporter, Carol Anderson, who is live on the scene. Carol, can you hear me? Well, the scene of the crime is Instagram, a place I cannot physically go, so I'm literally just standing 3 feet away from you in the studio. So yes, I can hear you. And what's the vibe there? What do you think is going through his head at this time? Well, I'm willing to bet he's wishing Thanos could snap this mistake away. I mean, what else is there to say other than, whoa. Carol, what the heck was that? I have no idea. Just stick to the cards. If Endgame didn't confirm it enough, we all know now that Cap is most definitely worthy of Thor's hammer. If you know what I'm saying. Okay, thank you, Carol. We now go to one of our experts on this case, our college intern, Cherry. Cherry, thank you for joining us today. I literally had to be here anyway. Yep, And what is your takeaway from this whole misunderstanding? Can Evans ever come back from this? Well, as far as unasked for pics go, this is the best one I've ever gotten. And yeah, celebrity nudes get leaked all the time. I'm sure by the time this episode airs, we will have all moved on to something more important, like a new Timothée Chalamet movie, or if the new live-action remake of Avatar: The Last Airbender is going to be just as bad as the movie was. Well, there you have it, folks. I'm your host, Barbara Bolton, and this was Internet News. The news, just a week or so late. Take care now.
And now, a dramatic reading of a real-life Tinder bio.
Sometimes I put Vaseline all over my body and I pretend I'm a slug.
Now it's time for Wattpad Roulette!
Hello and welcome everyone to a new game show here at Cause Productions called Wattpad Roulette. It's the only game show where nobody wins. I'm your host, Cause. Let's meet our first contestant, Mr. Alex Frisch.
Hey everyone,
Here's how the game is played. Alex is going to spin from the wheel of unproblematic men, and whoever it lands on, I'm going to find the cringiest, most disgusting erotic fan fiction written about them on the critically acclaimed website, Wattpad. If Alex can make it through the entire chapter without asking me to stop, he'll win a special prize. And the prize is either good or bad, depending on how you look at it. First, let's meet our candidates. Comedian and SNL writer John Mulaney, hosts of Netflix's Down to Earth, Zac Efron, Mr. Captain America himself, Chris Evans, world-renowned actor best known for playing Sherlock, Benedict Cumberbatch, the man with the world's smallest head, Ben Platt, Mr. Wattpad himself, Harry Styles, the Prince of American Horror Story, Evan Peters, Adam Driver, Bo Burnham, and everyone's favorite skinny white boy, Timothée Chalamet. And here's the spin. No pressure, Alex. What a wimpy-ass spin. It's on John Mulaney. This is a story about John Mulaney called Loathing, and for the purpose of this show, our main character's name is going to be Alex. Let's dive right in. John quickly pulled away, still breathless from the kiss, and said, "Don't you think we should take this to my room?" That's my best John Mulaney impression. Instead of pulling away to walk to John's room, she jumped up on him, wrapping her legs around his waist. John once again almost lost his balance, but steadied himself as he started the journey to his room. I love how she writes him to be very clumsy.
I feel like he would be. Nothing against him.
He's very lanky.
He's lanky and
tall.
He also has
can't-
like that awkward like, "Ba-dow!" You know?
Yes. Don't we all have a little awkward banal though? Honestly. His tongue danced with hers in her mouth as he pushed his door open with his back. God, you're beautiful, he murmured as he gently lay her on the bed. I don't know why he turned into like a 1950s news reporter, but we're just gonna run with it. Alex's legs unwrapped from John's waist to move to a safer spot on the bed. John crawled over her and propped himself up on his forearms, which were now resting on either side of Alex's head. He leaned down to kiss her again, much more gentle this time, as he didn't want to move too fast. So now he's like in a plank position,
That takes work.
hovering. He doesn't have the upper
doesn't
body
work out.
strength for that. One of John's hands slowly slid up her side until it reached her breast.
I don't see John as a sexual being, so this is weird.
No,
I don't see John
I
as a
know.
sexual being.
After a moment, John moved his head to her neck, leaving a trail of gentle kisses. He took her skin between his teeth for the satisfaction of hearing her moan. Like I said, it's the show where no one wins. Okay, we got this. John slipped one of his hands down to her clothed nether regions.
Da-da-da-dow.
Is that what you do when you're going to someone's nether regions?
Down.
Her breath catching in her throat. Damn right! John whispered in her ear as he undid his belt. His hands fumbled a bit, but he still managed to get it off. Just clumsy John. He dropped his belt on the floor and started undoing Alex's pants. Alex lifted her ass in the air.
A choice of words.
Alex lifted her ass in the air as John pulled off her denim jeans and panties. Now question, thoughts on the word panties? Hate it, don't hate it, indifferent?
My mind goes to the panty raid from SpongeBob SquarePants.
You're not gonna miss the
panty raid.
He brought his head down and buried his face into her. Alex gasped lightly and tightened her legs around John's head. Oh, Jesus.
I have a question.
I understand what's happening here, do you?
What?
What?
I had to stay on the table for a minute. I'm okay.
Last-
We're going. We're still going.
I'm gonna make it.
His hair was usually kept neat, but now it was messy and pointing every which way. I read that and he just comes up from it and he's just heat miser from The Year Without a Santa Claus. Kaz brought a hand up to his hair and tugged gently.
You said cause?
Oh my god, I said Kaz. That was just a Freudian slip. So maybe Kaz does secretly want to be with John Mulaney.
That's what I was saying.
A lot is being revealed today, and I don't like it. Her body was flushed against his, her hair now matted, and her skin covered in a shiny layer of sweat. Yeah, it's because she's bone and heat miser. John collapsed onto the bed next to her, covered in sweat. Alex wiped herself off and tossed the towel aside as she cuddled up next to John. It didn't take long for her to fall asleep, and the same went for John. They were sure to be hungover in the morning.
I thought the ending was a little...
Anticlimactic?
Yeah. And she didn't even climax in it.
I'm so let down. But excited at the same time because, Alex, you won! You made it to the end of the chapter, and now here is your grand prize. It's an Irish car bomb!
How do you drink an Irish car bomb?
You drop, okay, so this is Guinness, and this is...
Like Guinness World Book of Records.
No. It could be a world record if you chug it fast enough.
I'm small. Weak.
You know how small men overcompensate? by chugging as fast as humanly possible, and it's impressive, but it's also gross. This is Irish cream liqueur, and you drop this into the Guinness, and you drink this as fast as possible, because if you wait too long, it'll curdle. Chemistry. I want to try this. I've never had Guinness before.
You know, I think beer is a conspiracy theory.
Please, let's unpack this now.
I just am convinced, okay, hear me out. Beer sucks. No one likes beer, but as a society, we believe that beer tastes amazing. It doesn't.
Yes. That's it.
Yeah, ooh.
Well, congratulations, Alex. You were the first ever contestant on Wattpad Roulette, and you kind of won the show, but at the same time you didn't, because like I said at the beginning, it's the show where nobody wins. Thank you so much for joining me today.
I think it's curdling in my stomach. Shout out for me. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me at alexanderfrisch.com, new and existing. And you can find me sometimes on the floor.
For doing this with me. I had fun. Did you have fun?
I did. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Hey, thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you found this video to be entertaining, considering fight for the things that you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. That was a quote by Ruth Bader Ginsburg. This got awfully depressing. Maybe we should try this again sometime.